Welcome back to another edition of the PH Factor. It's October, and we are excited to talk about some fun things happening in October from Project Home and with Project Home and with some of our amazing partners like Group Health Cooperative. We're going to start things off today talking with Brittney DuFrane over at GHC. Brittney, how are you?
Good, I'm doing great. Excited to be October. The fall in the air has been nice after the hot summer, so doing good.
So we have an event coming up. It's not quite Oktoberfest for us, but it's a festive event in October. So we'll kind of play on that a little bit. We are doing our second annual trivia tournament virtually. And you guys were wonderful and gracious enough at GHC to step up and sponsor this event last year. You came back for it a second time around. So we're really glad to have that support and your involvement. So tell me a little bit about why you guys chose to participate and support us for the upcoming event on October 14th.
Well, we've been a long supporter of Project Home through the Paint-a-thon and the Hammer with the Heart in the past, and we really wanted to continue that partnership. And obviously last year and into this year, we weren't able to do some of those in-person events and sponsorships. So last year when you brought up the virtual trivia event, it actually sounded really neat and exciting. I know a lot of the virtual events have, as far as dinners and galas are fun, but the trivia aspect of it really seemed unique and could really bring in a great crowd. So we wanted to continue our support, and no better way than doing it virtually and in a safe manner.
The other thing that was fun was it allowed people from all over to join us last year too. So I'm really hoping that that continues and expands even this time around. I mean, I had family in Minnesota, family up in northeastern Wisconsin that was able to join, some friends from outside the area, where if we had an in-person event, that wasn't possible. So it was good fun, and reaching out to other people and friends from all over. All they need is a device, and you can join us from the comfort of your home or wherever you want to be.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, because so many people in the past 18 months haven't been able to really connect with some of their family. So through this event, they could actually do something kind of fun and exciting that Project Home's been putting on. So.
Now, Brittney, last year, one fun, unique piece to this, which made us our own unique trivia event, because there's lots of trivia out there, we get it, was that each round we had a specific question about Project Home or Project Home related things to kind of really signify that it was our event. I'm thinking as a bonus question this year, we might have to lean on you as well at GHC to give us like a medical question or something related to GHC that's unique. Maybe we can plug that in this year. What do you think about that?
I think that's a great idea. We've had a lot of changes in the last year, a lot of exciting new fun things coming up for 2022 as far as our network goes. And, I'd love to kind of incorporate something fun like that into the event.
We definitely should do it. The other thing about this is it includes competition, which I've heard apparently a lot of people like some friendly competition. So we do have we are tracking the scores. We're tracking the number of correct answers, and there are prizes for people. Another thing that we have that's new this year is our friends over at Delta Beer Lab gave us free pints that we're giving out to each winner of each round. So each team that wins each round gets free pints from Delta Beer Lab. In addition to that, I know in the past we've had prizes for winners of the top 3 finishers for the whole event. So I think there's a lot of kind of enhancement and opportunities for people to come and join us, and reasons they should join us. Just right there, prizes and competition, right?
Right. I mean, it's October. Who doesn't want free beer? We're in Wisconsin. That's what it's about. So, it's free. The event's free. So either way, there's a good chance you might walk away with something.
We appreciate your support so much, because without you going along with us for this event, we wouldn't be able to do it. So obviously, there's a connection with our organizations. We have very comparable missions, and we affect people's lives kind of a little differently, but also overlap so much. And we really love what GHC does. But tell people a little bit. You mentioned some of the changes and some of the things happening. Give us a little bit about what's it been like for GHC over the last year and a half, and how you guys have been just trying to make everything work the best you can for our community.
Yeah, so obviously with every organization, it's been a tough year and a half, just kind of keeping up with the COVID response. And when we received vaccines, we wanted to make sure that those, we got those out and are getting the word out, and, still working on people who are hesitant to the vaccine, trying to convince them that, it's safe and effective. But then, yeah, like I mentioned, we have some new exciting things coming up for 2022. We just added 19 new clinics into our network through our partnership with UW Health and Unity Point Meriter. So that will actually be making us the largest primary network in Dane County for healthcare. So yeah, it's been an exciting year, and we're looking forward to 2022.
Before we get there, we've got this event, October 14th. So we're going to tell you again, virtual trivia, online auction as well. Now, Brittney, we've expanded the online auction. I'm going to tell you some of these great groups. So as you and I both know, we've been members of Dane Buy Local. We've connected with that group or board members there, and we see so much participation from local businesses. And they've had a struggle, but they continue to step up. So I reached out to a bunch of them for auction items. And here's some of the list. We've got, we're going to have gift cards from Migrants Restaurant. We've got a gift card from Java Cat, Rosie's Coffee Bar and Bakery, the Wine and Hop Shop over on Monroe Street, Delta Beer Lab. In addition to the free pints, they've given us a gift card for the auction as well. Milwaukee Tool also gave us pretty sweet item too. I'm not going to give anything else away except there's a cool tool that you can bid on. Also Old Sugar Distillery, Yola's Cafe, Rocket Bicycle Studio, N+1 Cafe, the Chocolate Caper, Just Coffee Cooperative, all giving us gifts this year to include in our auction to go along with some sports items like we had last year. So lots of fun things in the online auction piece too that people can bid on. Brittney, I'm giving you the scoop because I know you want to get your bid in early, right? So I'm telling you, like, to look out for that stuff right now. You got to get on there quick.
I'll have to get on there. And so even if you can't make the event next week, can you still bid on the auction items?
We're having the auction. It'll be open before the event starts at 6 or 6:30. Probably by 6 o'clock, we'll have it open. And then we'll keep it open after the trivia event is finished too, just in case people want to check those final bids and get in there. But we want to kind of run them simultaneously.
Oh, okay.
Best to go log on the auction site first. It'll all be linked on our website. Check that out, get some bids in, maybe get some feelers out, then go back and check it. You can check it during the trivia event if you want, but you can also check it after we've wrapped up trivia. And, you know, last year there was some great late bidding on some items that really kind of helped us raise additional money, and people got some fun stuff.
Great. Well, I'm excited to go look at those items. And then I just did want to mention, like we did last year, where GHC will be adding $50 for each correct answer per team per round. So the more teams that join, you know, the more money we're giving back to Project Home. So really excited to do that again this year.
That's fantastic. I mean, when you said you'd do that, it's amazing. So I've been telling everybody that too about the event. I'm like, if you just come and help us and just play, just participate, you can help us raise more money, because the more brains we put together and the more teams we have, the more money we're going to raise thanks to you. So thanks so much for that, Brittney. You and GHC have been fantastic partners. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, we're excited. We're excited to continue our partnership, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the event.
All right, October 14th. Brittney, we're going to see you online this year there. And yeah, best of luck to you as well. And give me, just email me a couple of those questions so we can have them on reserve for rounds, because I think that'll add a little flavor to it and be fun.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
Brittney DuFrane over at GHC. Thanks so much for your time, Brittney. And thanks for your support.
Jason.
Appreciate it. And as we continue on this episode of the PH Factor Project Homes podcast, we get to meet new faces today, or maybe not new to all of us, but new to you if you've been checking us out and know the agency. It's actually kind of a reuniting with an old friend who had lurked the halls of Project Home, done some great work for us, Elizabeth, and is now in a realty, and she's got a partner in Tyler. They're here to talk to us about their business, but also they wanted to do something for Project Home as well. So we said, yes, we will take your help and appreciate it. And we want to tell people about you. So how are you guys doing today? Thanks for being on.
Doing well. Thanks for having us on, Jason.
Yes, and I would say describing me as lurking in the hallways is probably the best description of what I was doing at Project Home. Lurking, watching, and attempting to be helpful.
So the backstory on that is Elizabeth, many moons ago, not too many though, was an intern at Project Home for a while and helped out with our outreach department, some of the different activities and events that we have publicly. And she was great to have around, and great personality and fun. And obviously we take all the credit, Elizabeth, for your future success. So we know that we were the foundation for you, right?
As you should. Like you truly were. I didn't know I was going to be in kind of the home realm, but here I am now. So y'all implanted it in my head. So thank you.
Now, before we bring in Tyler, I have one quick question for you about that. Did you pick up anything around here? Any terminology, any tool usage skills that you now have taken to your new business to kind of show off and up your game for homeowners or people you're talking with?
Project Home was kind of the first place that introduced me to efficient energy in homes. So being able to speak on that when talking about like older homes versus newer homes and things of that nature, you definitely shaped that. And being more professional, because sometimes I was late and, I was 21 at the time. So yeah, you helped me round out and you helped me grow up a little bit. So.
Well, I love that about energy efficiency. People that know our work know that we've done so much of that for over 4 decades. Actually, we had a big milestone a couple of years ago, more than 20,000 homes that we weatherized. So even those old homes, Elizabeth, we can make them efficient. And I'm glad you kind of helped spread that message to people too.
Indeed.
Let's talk about Tyler. Tyler, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you two connected and why you guys are both involved in real estate here in Madison, trying to help people find homes.
Yeah, so I was in corporate America with Elizabeth in our previous job, and we both are more on the on our own, like to work in multiple roles and not just in an office environment. And so we were there for a few years, and I then decided to jump to real estate because I had a really good time buying my first home. Stayed in touch with that agent, got my license, and said, now or never. Decided to jump and quit corporate America and start full-time sales in April of 2019. Did that for a little bit on a team with another experienced agent, and I'm like, I really, really like this. I'm doing well, and I wanted to grow my own team and branch out. And so I became an independent agent at Remax, and then started up Welcome Home Collective with Elizabeth, who had just got into real estate because she was starting a new home sales. And I said, call me back in 3 months when you want to start selling the general real estate. Sure enough, she called me in 3 months and said, let's do it. So it took us about a year to formalize our team. And just in this past few months, we've launched it as the Welcome Home Collective.
And if I could just add, I think one thing we both have in common too, and something that Project Home helped shape as well, was at the root of it is helping people. And so our desire to really help this be like a seamless, positive experience, because obviously buying and selling homes can be very emotional and stressful. And so we really kind of try to take that on for our people and make it like a joyful, positive experience.
I think that's critical too, and just kind of knowing that, the vibe both of you give off, and hearing your reasoning for doing what you're doing. It's a challenging experience for so many because of the stress, because of the financial commitment that people are making and everything else that goes into it.
Purchase or sale of your life.
Yeah, and the other part is, you need to feel comfortable within that. You need to feel comfortable about who you're working with. And so if you guys are really focused on making people feel comfortable and be able to trust you and know that they can, that's a huge key to success, I think.
Absolutely is. And we're building the Welcome Home Collective as a collective of services to offer our clients. We're focusing on real estate, but there's a lot of ancillary services or value adds that we can provide to our clients beyond just real estate sales. So once you're kind of in the door and we've sold your house, well, then you're likely going to need home maintenance, and we want to provide that for you. Home design, renovations, contracting, and then even when you're ready to sell that home, we'll then take you through the process, and we'll take on all of that burden, logistics, and going through the listing your home, photography, repairs before inspection.
I'm stressed just hearing about it,
and the title work, and we'll coordinate all the logistics for you. And then when you're going to buy your next home, you'll likely possibly have kids. We'll take on some childcare, so you can then focus on trying to find the best home for your family, rather than having the burden of having children with you when you're looking for homes.
tricky.
So it's just a whole tricky process. We're kind of building it for a one-stop shop for everything related to your home.
Wow, I think that's incredible too, and that's another big thing when you look at the whole situation, all those areas that you need to think about, all the things you need to plan for and do. If an individual who's not associated with with all those services has to figure that out on their own, that's incredibly overwhelming and time consuming. But to have someone that you can lean on in those situations is huge. So another great approach, I think, to the industry and the business and just serving people, which is, I think, what you guys are all about. So that's fantastic.
Real estate in general, for the life of real estate sales, has been very transactional, and we're very anti-transactional, more relationship building with the clients.
Perfect. So tell us a little bit about how people can find your presence, connect with you online, and what you guys are doing, where they can find out more.
Sure. So we are working on building our own site right now, but you can find us through the RE/MAX Preferred Monona office if you Google that. We're also on Facebook and Instagram, which is a bummer because it's been down for several hours today. So that's kind of the talk of the town right now. But we are there under Welcome Home Madison on Instagram and Welcome Home Collective /Madison on Facebook. So you can find out what we're doing on there and hear about our upcoming events.
Even though you're just kind of getting things started here with this version of the next phase of your life and your business, you're already trying to give back to community. And you talked about doing a fundraiser for Project Home, which was fantastic. Thank you for that. Tell people about what you guys are up to and how you're trying to help us.
Okay, so next week, Wednesday at McKee Park Farms at 4:30 p.m. on the 13th, so October 13th, everyone, we're having a launch party. And at this launch party, I'm going to tease a little bit. Think Halloween, luau, fun, bring the kids, bring grandma, bring cousins, bring them all. And there we're going to have a raffle. And we're going to raffle off, I would say, should we say the big ticket item?
Let's say the big ticket item.
Let's just say the big ticket item. It's Packers tickets, y'all. Packers versus Vikings.
Nope, Seahawks.
Sorry, I don't really know the sports balls. He was the one who got these tickets. But we'll be raffling them off, and then all of the proceeds from that raffle we will be donating to Project Home because we are hoping for a long-term partnership to give back to the community because we love Madison, we love Dane County area, and we want to support it. We want to make sure that it's here and it grows in really positive ways.
Wow. Thank you. That's fantastic. And I love tying that in too with the Packers. What could be better at this point? It's that season, and always when they tussle with the Seahawks, I'll just fill you in, Elizabeth. That's usually a really exciting game. So
hopefully there's no fake touchdowns happening again.
There have been some too exciting games with the Seahawks.
I'll have to Google what that means because I do not know what you're referring to.
Anyway, that sounds fantastic.
We'll have four Packer tickets to raffle off, probably two separate raffles for two tickets each. There'll be other giveaways as well, but that's the big ticket item, and would love to donate all the proceeds generated to Project Home.
Wow, that's fantastic. And that's going to be at McKee Farms Park in Fitchburg. Is that correct?
You got it.
Yep.
All right.
And there'll be a taco food truck,
music,
some
live
music,
entertainment.
Just an overall good time. So we'll probably have yard games out there and just have a blast launching Welcome Home Collective.
Wow, congrats. That's a great park too, a great location to have it. One other thing I wanted to ask you, because we talked about education and we talked about things you wanted to be doing, and I know you guys have expressed interest in helping to educate more people in the community and maybe working with us on that in the future too, with our home maintenance education courses and DIY courses. So I'm excited to get rolling with you guys in that too and throw your logos in some of those classes soon. So, that's really what those classes are all about. Just kind of help people be more knowledgeable if they're hiring a contractor, or if they want to take it on themselves. Let's answer their questions. Let's get them prepared so they can get the job done right.
Definitely. I love that.
We're excited.
Okay. Well, that is Tyler and Elizabeth. You can find out so much more soon, right, on the website, which is going to be welcomehomemadison.com.
It is going to be welcomehomemadison.com.
welcomehomemadison.com.
Yep.
Okay.
So to fully complete that, we tried to get Welcome Home Collective because that is our name, but there's some person out there, and if you know him, he's owning that domain, and he's not even doing anything with
I'm in the
it.
process of trying to
We're trying
negotiate
to
a
get
deal,
it.
but it's not going well.
So if you know this mister out there who's holding on to welcomehomecollective.com, please let us know.
He's from Ohio, if it helps, you know.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
Well, right now we own welcomehomemadison.com, so that is where our website will be.
the Welcome Home Collective, you guys are active on socials, Facebook, Instagram. Once they're back up
Yes.
and running, find out a whole bunch more there. And October 13th at McKee Farms Park in Fitchburg, a great fundraiser and a launch party. Sounds like a lot of fun. Thanks so much for your time,
Yes.
Elizabeth and Tyler, and everything you're doing for our community. And we look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you
Thank you
for
very much,
having
Jason.
us.
Appreciate it.